We're going to talk to Brandon Houck, the Brandon Houck Report out in Brooks, Alberta. This is the guy right here, brought to you by Smoking Good
The
Barbecue.
Brandon Houck Report.
Oh, hi. This is the Brandon Houck Report.
Brought to you by
Smoking good barbecue.
There you go. Brought to you by this is the Meteorological Report, brought to you by Meat.
Meat, smoking good barbecue. Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
Not like any particular brand, just
meat. That's
all
right.
of it. Just
Every single kind of meat you can think
Yeah.
of. Could be
Brought to you.
chicken. What else? Shrimp. Maybe lobster. Maybe you have smoking good lobster in a barbecue.
That's
might
a good
taste
idea.
pretty good.
Yeah. Tonight's episode brought to you by Smoking Good Barbecue Lobster
There you go. There you
for
go.
Thanksgiving. What about smoking good
Thanksgiving.
turkeys?
Smoking good turkeys. That's right. That's right. And speaking of smoking good turkeys, we've got some turkey that's going to be weather forecast this weekend. We're going to be likely going to see a turkey of a tumble of weather this weekend. That's right. Turkey tumbling.
One of Frankie's videos this week that's included in my mashup Frankie video that I already have made is a fork. I called it when I first shared it on my Facebook. I said it's a Thanksgiving forecast because Frankie was predicting rain in Turkey.
Ooh,
Get it? Yeah.
in Turkey.
Yeah, in
So
Istanbul.
So we're going to have a turkey gobbling competition on here tonight.
Oh yeah, I suppose, it's that one of them. We have to wait till everyone comes back, I suppose,
I guess, yes.
Because
Well,
it's like just you and me right now. And
yeah, we'll get the best because I'm going to win it easily. So, just so you know. But
okay,
anyways,
I'll bet. Brandon wins, I bet.
you bet. All right.
Yeah, I like to make the
Anyways,
safe bets.
I do have some breaking weather news for you that's broke in the last half hour here.
The earthquake.
Yes, a 7.4 magnitude earthquake has
Oof.
struck just off the coast of the Philippines here. And looks like we have, based on the earthquake parameters here, hazardous tsunami waves are possible for coasts located within 300 kilometers of the earthquake epicenter here. So hazardous tsunami waves are going to be possible here off the coast of the Philippines. So we'll be monitoring that very closely at this time. I don't think we're going to get any tsunami waves on the west coast here, but we'll be, as I say, monitoring that very closely.
Too far away, I would think, and too small.
Yeah.
When you're in the 8 territory, then even cross the Pacifics.
Oh yeah.
Not as a rule, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. So
I have that here on the map right now. We can look at that real quick here.
Okay, sure.
20 kilometers east of Santiago, Philippines. All right. 58.1 kilometer estimated depth we have already. What else do we know about this earthquake?
What else do we know? Let's take a look.
We got the shake map here. Looks like quite a few places on the southern islands there felt it pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty close to Davao City, for example, southern Philippines. So most of the southern islands felt it pretty good, especially if you're on that eastern side, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, tsunami concerns for the Philippines tonight, especially, you'd have to think, So that's the breaking news right now. We'll get back to Brandon's report, but we wanted to break that with you. Okay.
So yes, we've got this week we had the full harvest moon and lots of great moon photos coming in this week and great weather this week actually. But actually Sunday was the coolish day, but temperatures were in like teen territory, so that was our first real cool day of the season, and we had our first frost of the season as well. Temperatures dropping to -5 Monday morning here in Brooks in the county of Newell. But that is nothing compared to what we've got coming down the chute this weekend here. So we're going to break it all down for you because, this is quite a scenario that is setting up here. So what do we have? We have our area of high pressure that's situated over us as of right now. And that area of high pressure, that continues to kind of drop off to the south And we had I'd say more so of a southerly flow so far today. Temperatures pushing mid to upper teens today in Brooks. I believe we got up to 17 degrees this afternoon. So very nice day today in our neck of the woods with balmy temperatures, plenty of sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. So I'd call it today severe clear in our neck of the woods today. But we've got a couple of systems we're going to be watching in the days ahead. First area of low pressure that I'm going to be keeping my eye on is the system off the BC coast. That's the first system that we're going to be monitoring as it moves inland through the day tomorrow. That's going to bring some scattered thunderstorms into the BC interior late tomorrow afternoon and even down to the lower mainland as well. We're going to get a few isolated thunderstorms, and that develops a new area of low pressure up by high level by Friday evening. So that will be on the 10th of October. The other scenario I'm going to be watching very closely is the remnants of Priscilla, tropical storm Hurricane Priscilla, that is going to be bringing in.
That is.
Or yeah. However you say that name. So
that's Elvis's wife you're talking about, buddy.
Oh yes, it is. So we're going to see flash flooding issues in Arizona, Nevada, up into Colorado. And the moisture feed from that is going to create a Colorado low as we go Friday night into Saturday. So that's going to be the other situation we'll watch. Also, we've got, as I say, our low pressure system that moves up into the Fort Smith area. That's going to drag a very sharp cold front down here through the weekend. And yes, the turkey tumbler, the Thanksgiving whiplash, we call it whatever we want to call it, because this thing's coming down the chutes here, and it's going to be quite aggressive on the cold front side of things, is dropping the temperature very, very quickly. So temperatures on Saturday across southern Alberta, southern Saskatchewan, low to mid-20s for daytime highs on the 11th of September here. So Regina could get 24, probably 25 degrees Saturday afternoon. But
wow.
It's going to be quite balmy. Everybody's going to be in shorts. It's not going to snow tomorrow. It's getting
and just
so
for
nice
everyone's
out here today.
reference in the radio world, we're recording this on the 9th of October.
Oh yeah. So by the time this airs, you're all doomed. Just kidding. Anyways,
doomed.
We have the cold front that moves through, and you can already see the temperature dropping in Alberta through the day on Saturday as it sweeps through central regions of the province. So southern Alberta will probably be pushing 20s, Chinook winds. And then by, I'd say, 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon, that's when the temperature falls to 6 degrees in Calgary. So you go from teen temperatures, 15, 16 degrees, to 6 in just a couple of hours. So that's how sharp that front is going to be. And the winds are going to really ramp up as well. Out of the north at 20 to 30, gusting to about 50 to 60 kilometers an hour. Now, the story ahead of this, in the warm sector, we could see some pretty good thunderstorms erupt in southern Manitoba late Saturday afternoon and into the evening hours before that front moves through. Now, that's, as I say, that's going to be on the warm front side of things. Now, Saturday night into Sunday, that's when that colder air really rushes its way in, and we'll see our temperatures fall to near the freezing mark by early Sunday morning here in Alberta. And that changes precipitation right over to snow, especially along the foothills and the Rocky Mountains, where we could potentially see some pretty good amount of snowfall here, especially in the southwestern corner of the province. Waterton last week on Sunday picked up around 5 centimeters of snow, so we could be vulnerable for at least probably in the 10 to 20 centimeter range as we go into Sunday. We'll also get some snow showers sweeping across the rest of southern Alberta early Sunday morning. Now, accumulations, I believe, are going to be on the low side for us here in southern Alberta for the most part. Calgary, you might get a little bit more. Lethbridge, Sunday morning, you may get kind of dancing on that line there for snowfall accumulations on how much snow you're going to be getting. But the bulk of the snowfall in Alberta is going to be in the mountains and potentially the Cypress Hills. So Now, the other story I'm going to be watching, as I've mentioned, is the storm system moving on up from the States. And this one's going to be intensifying as we go through the day as it interacts with that cold front. So we could start the day off with some thunderstorms in southeastern Saskatchewan, southwestern Manitoba on Sunday. Okay. And heavy rains back towards Regina and further off towards the west as you get towards Swift Current. That's where you're going to start seeing some mixing. So temperatures to start the day, let's say southeastern Saskatchewan is going to be in the teens, and southern Manitoba in Brandon and Winnipeg is going to be in the low 20s. But that's going to be at lunchtime on Sunday. And then you go back in towards, let's say, Regina, the temperature falls to 2 by Sunday afternoon. So that's going to be a very sharp temperature drop. So it's going to be mixing with rain and snow in the Regina area, and you're going to be just above that. You're going to be on that mixing line there. So you could be in for a cold rain, a very heavy cold rain, or some wet snow in the city of Regina. Areas to the north, you'll probably see more heavier wet snow as we go through the day on Sunday. Still dealing with some lingering snow showers into southern Alberta through Sunday. And the low itself is going to produce thunderstorms into southern portions of Manitoba in that warm sector. And maybe a few stronger little thunderstorms moving through the Dauphin area, extending up towards Grand Rapids as well. So we could be dealing with those thunderstorms and then heavy wet snow back into portions of Saskatchewan as we move through Sunday, as that temperature continues to plummet through the day. Southern Manitoba. So about 3 o'clock, we're looking at right around Portage la Prairie at 23 degrees, 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. And Regina is at 2 degrees. What a temperature contrast here from the warm sector of the storm system to the colder sector of this pretty potent storm system. Snow showers winding down in Alberta by 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. And we'll see the winds continuing to ramp up through southern portions of Saskatchewan through the afternoon. So 2 o'clock, we're going to see winds gusting 60 to 70 kilometers an hour, potentially gusting 80 kilometers an hour in the Estevan area by, say, late Sunday afternoon in the 2 o'clock hour. And then those winds continue to intensify by 6 o'clock. That is Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday, pushing 90 to 100 kilometers an hour in southeastern Saskatchewan and southwestern portions of Manitoba as we go Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. And then those winds continue to intensify even further as the storm moves up into the inner lakes of Manitoba Sunday night and Monday morning here. We are going to be looking at from Grand Rapids just to the tip of Lake Manitoba here. Could be looking at 110, even pushing potentially 120 kilometers an hour off the lakes of Manitoba. So strong, damaging winds with this storm. And
this model says up to 130.
Yeah, that's now
that's
going
ECMWF,
now.
which is, that's the conservative model generally.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we could be dealing with some strong, damaging winds off the inner lakes of Manitoba on Monday as the storm moves off to the north. So I'd say the good news for Winnipeg, you're not going to get the snow, but you're going to get the wind, and it is going to be whipping really good in the Monday. We could still see a little bit leftover light snow in southwestern Alberta on Monday, but high pressure dominates, and it's going to be cold. Everybody, if you did not get any frost last week, everybody gets frost into the early stages of this week that is ahead here. All right.